Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I want to recognize the dedicated men and women who serve in my local VA system, individuals who show up every day and persevere despite the senseless layoffs that's gutted their workforce. And for those of you who have served us in the military, I want to thank all the veterans here. All of you who have loved ones who have served, I want to thank you. My home community of Palm Beach County is home to more than 60,000 veterans, including my own son, Ben, a proud Marine Corps veteran who served both in Iraq and Afghanistan. So I rise today not only as a member of Congress, but as a Marine mom. And I got to tell you that parts of this bill severely aggravate me because I know firsthand the sacrifices that our service members make. And like most Americans, I believe that when they return home, they should get the health care and support that they've earned. And that promise is under serious threat. Drastic funding cuts pushed by the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, and his so-called Doge boys have wreaked havoc across federal agencies, including the VA. Doge, that's what they call them, Doge. They've stormed into government, slashing staff, bullying employees into early retirement, and leaving chaos in its wake. And now, sadly, being rubber stamped by our Republican colleagues. These reckless reductions in the federal workers have real life consequences, especially for our veterans trying to access the care they need. And this bill also funnels billions into private care, overlooking the fact that many veterans suffer from complex conditions like PTSD that aren't often seen or well treated in the private sector. And in that regard, I'm going to share one of the stories of my constituent. He's a 78-year-old disabled veteran named James. He served in the Marines 1967 to 1969, and when he returned, he suffered from severe nightmares, insomnia, anxiety, trouble concentrating, symptoms that we now recognize as PTSD. And for decades, James struggled. His condition made it hard for him to keep a job, to maintain relationships, or even get through a normal day. Eventually, the depression became so deep that in 2019, James began having frequent thoughts of suicide. But fortunately, he found help at our local VA. He was referred to a PTSD specialist and began a course of therapy that helped him to return his life around. And he told me, James said this, the VA saved my life. But just a few months ago, that same therapist who had been seeing James regularly for months was laid off due to staffing cuts to those Doge boys. What does that stand for? I don't know. But now, James is back on the wait list. He's been waiting months to be assigned a new therapist, and he said, I'm scared of landing in that dark place again. I don't know how much longer I can wait for someone to help me with these difficult thoughts. So let me just ask everyone here. I'll ask everybody, does this honorable veteran deserve to live in fear? Should he be forced to wait months for the care he needs? I'll answer the question. Of course not. For veterans like James, care from a trusted, specialized VA provider is not a luxury. It's a lifeline. Forcing him to start over with private care that may not understand the complexity of combat trauma puts him at serious risk. A country's budget is supposed to reflect its values, and we should value our veterans. I know we value our veterans, so I hope that together we can work together to get this bill to a place that truly honors the promise we've made to our service members. And so folks like James can get the care they need. And until then, I will vote. Unless we can fix this bill, maybe we'll fix it. But right now, I'm voting no, and I yield back.